So how was your Forex trading last week? Did you have more winning trades than losing trades? Or maybe more losing trades than winning trades? Well, if you follow these trade setups that I'm going to share with you in this video, you can have more winning trades than losing trades. Don't need to stay to the end of this video because there's no bonus at the end. In fact, I'm going to give you the bonus right in the beginning. As I said, you don't need to watch to the end of the video for nothing, so I've put my bonus right up front. And here it is, my free Forex trading course for beginners. This is a great opportunity if you want to get into Forex, you don't know how to get started. This will give you the foundation that you need. It's a 10 video tutorial which will help you get started with everything. Signing up with a broker, setting up your trading software, risk management, pending orders, everything you need to get started. Just telegram me, my ID is on the screen, at rickrayfx. And when you telegram me, don't just say hi. All right, tell me you're looking for the free Forex trading course, and I will send you the link for that course. Okay? All right, so let's look at a couple of tools, a couple of pro tips that I have for you here for those of you that are already traders. These are tools that will help you, and I use TradingView for my analysis. I have the Premier version, and that allows me to have more than 10 charts on my screen at one time. But it's a great tool. It has all kinds of things that will help you to analyze your chart, to set up all the indicators that you need. This is just one sample of the chart that I was using last week. And I will put the link for TradingView sign up below this video. It's a free sign up, okay, for 30 days. You can use it absolutely free to see if you like it. If you don't, just cancel and they won't charge you anything. And one of the things I like about TradingView is that they have this great risk to reward ratio tool that helps me to set my stop loss and my take profit. And you should be using a stop loss. You should be using risk to reward ratios if you want to protect your capital. And that should be the number one goal for all traders, of course, is whatever you do, protect your capital. So I'll put the link for that short video that I made, how to use this risk to reward ratio tool in TradingView. I'll put the link for that video below this. And now that I've shared my bonuses with you up front, let's go ahead and get started with the regular weekly analysis that I do. This week is for the 10th to the 14th of June, 2024. And as always, we look at the news that's coming out, the profit and loss from last week's trades, and I will share my pending orders. That's the trade setups that I have in place for this upcoming week. And I do all of this to try and help you to make profit with your Forex trading. So let's go to our go-to website, and that's forexfactory.com, where we have the fundamental news items that are coming out for this week. And it is, again, a full calendar. All right, I've got the main items highlighted for you here. Nothing on Monday. On Tuesday, there's a little bit. On Wednesday, we have the core CPI, which is always a big news item. On Thursday, just after midnight in Asia Pacific, so check your local forexfactory.com for your time zones. We have the FOMC, and this is where we will find out whether or not the Federal Reserve is going to raise or lower the interest rate on the U.S. economy. And we never know what will happen. Okay, this guy Jerome Powell, he can surprise us. He loves to shake up the market. So that will be a big mover and shaker on Thursday, 1 a.m. in Asia Pacific. And then we have the regular unemployment claims coming in the regular U.S. session, okay, as well as the core PPI, some manufacturing data. And then on Friday is a big one. This could be a surprise. We don't know. What is the Central Bank of Japan going to do? Are they going to do nothing, which they've been doing for a couple of years? Well, they might raise the interest rate. They might not raise the interest rate. We don't know. All right. And there's no time. They never announce what time they're going to release this news. It's always tentative. But typically, it tends to be around 9 a.m. in Asia Pacific, and that will, of course, be Tokyo time. So that's one to watch out for. Let's see what's going to happen with the Japanese yen. Are they finally going to come in and support the Japanese yen? My guess is probably not, but we'll wait and see. All right, so that's the high impact news items we need to be aware of. So watch out for these during this week. It's going to be a very volatile week. And here are the trade setups that I shared with you last week. So let's see what the results were. It was a winning week, okay, 100% win rate, as I said in the beginning. And I shared with you a sell limit between 23.40 and 23.50. Okay, it did come up and hit 23.40, and then as I said in the video, it could possibly go on up to 23.50. It went just a little bit higher than that before starting to go the right direction, and then the very next day we got 350 pips out of that. Now you wanted to be sure you got out, because then it started to go a little bit crazy, went the wrong direction, absolutely, and this was really no surprise that it would retrace. You know, gold has been bearish. All right, gold has been bearish, but it did a retrace back to the 61.8 Fibonacci level. No surprise there, really. That's quite normal that it will retrace to that level. But then the non-farm payrolls came out, okay, and we saw this incredible 1,000 pip drop down to 22.86. Amazing. And I only have one thing to say about this. Why did the drop start during the day and then it just went down continuously through the day? That tells me that the institutions, the big traders, they knew, they had inside information that the non-farm payrolls was going to be good for the U.S. and put pressure on gold, because it started going down early in the day, dropped at least 500 or 600 pips before the news was even released. And then, of course, when the news came out, it was good for the U.S. That put more pressure on gold, and gold continued down to the low of 22.86. So I don't know if you capitalized on that move on Friday with the non-farm payrolls. I do not trade the non-farm payrolls. It's too crazy for me. I'd rather just sit back and relax. The market will be here next week, next month. There's no reason to chase candles. So I just always sit out on the non-farm payrolls. But that's what happened. And if you think the reason for that big move was other than what I just stated, just let me know in the comments below. All right, let's have a look at the Euro-US, the trade setup which I shared with you last week. The pending order was here. It executed, went up, gave us a profit of 82 pips before that disastrous move on the non-farm payrolls, which we'll see on every currency pair, of course. The odd US was a buy limit. That one did execute and gave us 63 pips on that one. The New Zealand US was also a buy limit. Now, this one did not execute. Okay, it came short of the pending order, probably about 10 or 15 pips. But as I have said many times, if you see it getting down there and then it starts to go the right direction, go ahead and take a small trade. And if it goes in the right direction, you can always add to a winning trade. And if you had taken this when it started to move the right direction, you would have got a grand total of 79 pips. Now, I don't add that one to my total winning pips for the week because this trade did not execute as I had it planned. The pound US, this one did execute. The pending order, the buy limit opened and gave us a grand total of 92 pips. The USD CAD was no trade, neutral. As you can see, it's just a lot of whipsaw action, up and down, up and down, up. And then, of course, all of this was from the non-farm payrolls. And then the UJ. Now, this one is interesting. I said to buy. Okay, let's continue buying the UJ, I said. And it did execute on Monday, but only gave us 36 pips before going the wrong direction. And what happened here? Well, you know, it's just one of those moves that occasionally the UJ will make. You see, we've got this move here. But as I have said many, many times, these moves where it looks like the JPY is strengthening, they're never sustainable. Okay, we had another move here, and then the UJ goes back up. A big drop here, and then the UJ goes back up. So we had another big drop here. So what happened on this one, I let this trade open, and if you had a stop loss, you would have been stopped out probably around about here. I held on to this trade. I'll be honest with you. I held on to this trade, knowing full well that these kind of moves are not sustainable. The UJ continues to be bullish. So it got back to the break-even point on Friday, and I'm expecting to see that continue to move upwards towards 160 next week. And I'll share that with you in my pending orders upcoming. Okay, here are the pending orders for this upcoming week. And I have a sell limit. I'm continuing to be bearish on gold. All right, but I believe that it will need to retrace after this 1,000 pip drop that we saw on Friday from the non-farm payrolls. Typically, what you will see though is on Monday, the Asia Pacific market will continue trading in the same direction. But I kind of expect that there will be a small retracement back up to this blue line, which is 23.15. So I have a sell limit at 23.15. Now it doesn't, there's no guarantee that we will see a retracement, and when Asia Pacific market opens, they could just start going immediately to lower prices. But we'll wait and see. And that's why we plan our trades, and then we stick with the plan. Plan the trade, trade the plan. So if it doesn't come back up and get my sell limit, I'll just be patient. Okay, not going to chase the candles. Whatever Asia Pacific will do on Monday morning, that's what they will do. Then let's look at the Euro US, and this is a buy. I continue to be bullish on the major pairs, and that is because you say, well, Rick, you know, this is a huge drop and this looks like this is going down. Well, what I usually see in my experience tells me that these kind of moves are knee-jerk reactions to the fundamental items that were released. All right, so what we're likely to see, no guarantee, what we're likely to see is that the major pairs will continue doing what they were doing before the news came out. So time will tell. But for me, I continue to be bullish on the major pairs. So the Euro US, I have a buy. Just buy when the market opens on Monday morning. The odd US also a buy. The New Zealand US, a buy. Okay, and the reason I'm not giving a price to enter is because these things have already hit a support level. You see where it was the previous week. So to me, that's a support level. Okay, it might go down a little bit lower, but then it's likely to continue doing what it was doing and remain bullish. The pound US is a buy. Okay, and the USD CAD, I'm not interested in chasing the USD CAD. It's already a very, very high price at 137. It has been to 138, but I'm just going to leave that alone. All this whipsaw action we've been seeing just doesn't interest me at all. So for the time being, no trade on the USD CAD. And the UJ, as I told you, I'm holding that trade from last week. And so my order for you is a buy. Just buy the UJ. I expect that it will continue to be bullish. All right, and I always show you my Bitcoin chart. Let me scroll down here and grab that one. Bitcoin, what's it doing? Well, we had a very, very interesting week. We finally on one day closed above 70,000, and that's what we're looking for. As I've been saying, if we close above 70,000 on a day chart, then we're likely to go to higher prices, which was exactly what happened. But then it seemed like on Friday, well, the market decided to start taking profit. So we dropped below that resistance, which was resistance, has now become support, 70,000. It dropped slightly below that to about 68 and change, but then it's recovered on Saturday and looks to be doing nothing but going sideways on Sunday. That's today. And so now 70,000 is resistance again. Let's see if it will move back up above that next week and continue to higher prices. But this was very, very encouraging that we did finally break and close above 70,000, move slightly higher to almost to 72,000. So it looks like Bitcoin could be on the bullish move again. So that's a wrap for this weekly analysis. I hope that you will be sure to check out the video that I shared with you in the beginning. This is very important for protecting your capital, that you use a stop loss and use good risk to reward ratios. So if you find that these videos, these weekly analysis videos, are beneficial for you and they help you, of course, leave me a comment below. And for sure, be sure and subscribe to the YouTube channel and click that little bell so you'll be notified every time I make one of these videos, which is every Sunday before the market opens on the following Monday. So I'll see you again next week. Have a great week wherever you are in the world.